to it, a lot more moving parts, a lot of names. And with the drill press, there's similar rules, but there's a few more things we got to think about. Now, once again, our drill press is a one-person tool. We have start-stop buttons up here. Anybody tell me what this thing is? Wheel. Feed handle. It's our feed handle. It moves our drill in and out of the material that we're trying to drill. Can anybody tell me what this is right here? It's called a quill lock. Don't use it too often, but it will lock the quill in place so it doesn't move. Then we also have this thing on the side here. Can anybody tell me what this is? Go to your drill safety and Schoology. That's a 2-page one. First, there's a page of instruction, and then there's a picture of the drill press with the names of all the parts. What is it called? Depth stop, yes. And that allows us to adjust this to a particular stop. And we can only go so deep. Now, in a lot of cases, we're just drilling right through a piece of material, and that's not real important. But in some cases, maybe we can't go too deep. Maybe we have a cylinder head with a broken off bolt in it. We jig it up here, and we only want to drill so deep into the broken off bolt, but yet we don't want to go into the casting. So that would be a good time to use the stop. Okay? Keep us from going too deep into this material. Now, this is our table. And one thing I'll tell you about this table, especially when there's a vise on top of it, it gets very heavy. On the back of the drill press here, we have a lock. You can loosen that lock up and adjust that table as needed, depending on what you're trying to drill in the drill press. So I suggest that you get a partner to help you move that. Maybe someone can hold it while someone loosens it. You can move it up and down to your desired height. We will always use some sort of clamping device. This is a vise that goes on the table of the drill press to clamp different things in, and we have another clamping device on the back here that we'll use in conjunction with that. Maybe in some cases we take all this stuff off and we put something on here, and we'll use some C-clamps to attach it to the table. Every time we are using the drill press, whatever we're drilling will be secured. Your buddy holding on to it while you're drilling it is not an adequate way to secure anything. So we will not do anything like that. Once again, same deal, just like our portable drills, we have a chuck and a key. We're going to want to make sure we remove that, because otherwise this is going to become a flying projectile as soon as we turn on the drill press. So, basic drill press usage. Now, this drill press, which makes it different from, I would say, standard drill press, is we have an adjustment wheel on the side. We don't have to physically move the belt from pulley to pulley. But in order to make the adjustment, we cannot make any adjustments unless the drill motor is running. Meaning we have to turn it on, and then we can make adjustments. And we can change the speed of the drill. Depending on the size of the drill bit and the material that you're drilling and so forth will determine what speed it needs to be set. We have an RPM gauge here that will tell us roughly how fast the drill is going to be spinning. Okay? Once again, you've got to be very aware of loose clothing, hair, jewelry, things of that nature, things that can get caught in there. It's extremely important that we get our material secured well. And then another thing I really got to touch on is, because this will happen quite often, you'll be drilling something, and then all of a sudden it'll get stuck. What's the first thing you're going to do? You're drilling away, and you're drilling down through a piece of material, and all of a sudden it gets stuck, and you'll hear the belt slipping, and it'll be squealing. What's the first thing we're going to do? Shut it off. We're not going to let go of this. We're going to hold it right wherever it's at. We're going to reach up and shut it off. Get the motor turned off. We're also not going to grab this thing and try to move it out of our material. By doing that, whatever's fastened down, we may dislodge it. And then as soon as it becomes dislodged, it can start spinning. Okay? So, we will always just hold the feed wheel where it's at, reach up, turn it off. Then we'll work at getting the drill out, whatever we have to do to get the drill out of the material. Can anybody remember the story? Anybody from last year remember the story I told about an issue with the drill press? Something that happened to me. I tell it every year.
You sure you're caught in that?
Nope. So I was building some spring pockets for a Jeep, and they were round plates of steel, and I had them clamped down with a C-clamp. And I was drilling holes in the center of them, and one of them did just that. It stopped. Instead of reaching up and shutting it off and then coming back to readjust, I did this to try to pull the drill bit out of it. When I gave it that jerking motion, it dislodged my clamping device. So now all of a sudden the C-clamp falls off, and I got this metal disc about this big around, and it starts spinning around. Then what did it do? Came off. Where was I standing? Right in front of it, right? And when we're using the drill press, we're just standing like this. Comes across here. I was wearing two shirts like I am today. I had a button-up shirt on, and I had a t-shirt on under it. Cut through both of them. Fortunately, it didn't get me too bad, but a light cut all the way across my stomach. Could have been much, much worse. So, in the event that it gets stuck, we're going to hold the feed wheel right where it's at, and we're going to shut the drill press off, and then we'll go to removing our stuck drill bit. Okay, it will happen. I guarantee you. It happens every year. It's quite common. It's not a big deal. But we're just going to hold the feed wheel right where it's at, shut it off, and then we'll work at getting the drill bit out of the material. Any questions on